Hey everyone, welcome back to the Dog Star Fishing channel. Tonight I'm heading up to North Kent. So we've got 30 mile an hour or just below 30 mile an hour winds from the southwest tonight. So fishing on the South Kent coast would not be favourable. So I'm going to take a little drive and head up north. I've got about a 40-minute drive ahead of me. The plan tonight, I'm going to try for a Stingray to begin with. Not going to hold out that much hope for one, but I've got some ragworm that left over from a session the other day. And then we'll also be trying to catch smooth-hounds and bass all night tonight. Yeah, when I get there I'm going to do a little bit of bait collection. I'm going to go get myself some crabs. And yeah, we'll go for a little walk and we'll get set up fishing. Anyway guys, I'll bring you back when I'm collecting the bait. Must be mad, it's pretty windy and rainy out here, but I'm at the place where I'm going to go crabbing. So I've got my coat on. Then all I need is a bucket and some gloves. Let's get down there, see if we can get any bait. So here we go, just about to enter the beach now. Got you on chest cam on the GoPro. But yeah, warning, do not collect or eat shellfish from this beach. I reckon that has something to do with southern water dumping all the sewage. Because they're doing it a lot around here on the North Kent coast. They do it quite a bit in Folkestone, to be fair, in Sandgate. But yeah, luckily we're not intending to eat the crabs. Hopefully the fish are. You might recognise it, we've done a few videos here before. And if you have watched my videos here before, you know that I've got a few miles of beach in front of me with lots of rocks on it, and underneath the rocks live the crabs. But I'm not looking for huge amounts of crab tonight, to be honest. I'd rather go get fishing. And there's no one of any great size under it anyway. Let's have a little dig around. Nah, we'll drop it back down. If I could just get like 10 crabs, I'll be happy. Oh, this water reeks. As always, flip the rocks back over. Make sure you recreate the habitat for the crabs. Yeah, look, lead a line on the floor here. We'll get that collected up. Here's the other end. Nice lead weight for me. Here we go, a bit of clean up. Why not when you're here? Let's have a go on this one. You know what, that one might just about do. Check and see if he's a peeler. I think he is as well. Lovely jubbly. Right, little peeler.
Let's see if there's anyone under the one next to it. What was that, a shrimp, a fish? Something going mental there. Another little one. Have a little sift through. See if there's any crabs that were hiding. Yeah. There we go. A little blenny down there. That's what went mental. Hello, chap. Go on, you go away then. Alright, 2 crabs. A few more, and we'll head off fishing. So I've lifted quite a few rocks, probably on about 5 or 6 crabs now. I'll say this every year, it's getting harder on the crabs up here. I think they're definitely taking a bit of a knock. But yeah, sign of the times when you're working twice as hard for a quarter of the amount. It's not a good sign. Anyway, we'll try to scavenge a few more out of these rocks in front of me here. But yeah, I don't want to take too many, even if I could get them at the moment. There we go, decent sized one. Don't think it's a peeler. It isn't. Tell by the colour. Now this with the water underneath it, looking more likely. It's quite a big rock. And there's a beautiful crab under there. Again, don't think you're a peeler. You're not, but I'll take you anyway. Alright, a little bit more of this, and then we'll start getting the equipment over and set up for a bit of fishing. Here we go, we've got 2 rods set up. Let's have a look what we're using. So we'll start on the right hand side. Use this setup quite a lot. This is my Shakespeare Sigma and 13'3" 3-peach beast caster. This is a nice gentle all-rounder rod, really. Nothing too exciting, but yeah, good old solid workhorse. And I've paired that up with my Penn Surf Blaster 2, and it's loaded with 20-pound line and a 16-60 tapered shock leader. On this side we have one of my pride and joys. So here's my Ziplex TBR, very long stiff rod. It's got a sliding reel seat, so you can set it how far up off the butt that you want it. And I've paired that with my Penn Battle 3, which also has 20-pound line and a 16-60 tapered shock leader. On the Ziplex rod, I'm going to start off with a pulley pennel rig. There we go, you see we've got my 2 hooks there. That's what we're going to be putting rag and probably some crabs on. Then on the Shakespeare rod, I've just opted for a 2-hook flapper or 2-hook paternoster with size 2.0 hooks on it. So that's a 7-ounce lead weight with the big grip wires on that one. On this one we're going to start off with a 6-ounce lead weight, but I have got an 8 if I feel that we need it in the tide run. Let's get some baits on there and we'll get fishing. Right, so here's my pulley pennel rig, and you can see the size of the ragworm that we're working with today. They're absolute monsters. Courtesy of my friend John. You're going to focus in on the worm? I don't know why he doesn't want to focus in on the worm. Anyway, I've just got 2 of these king rags on there. I think the top hook's a 3.0, I think the bottom hook's a 5.0, maybe a 6.0. No, really want to focus in. Anyway, I'm going to get this clip together to the imp, and I'm going to send it out there as far as I can and hope for a stingray. Smooth-hound or a bass. And then we'll get the other rod baited up and out there. And then I've got a nice little feature for tonight, which I'll show you guys in a bit. It's going to take a bit of work to set up, but I reckon it's the best thing for the fish. Anyway, let's get this one out there. Here we go, we've got the 2 flap up, baited up on the top hook. Got a nice big Dungeness black lug, and on the bottom hook, I think it's a twilight, it's not focusing in anyway. I hope you can see that is a little baby squid. Now if we look out there, hopefully you can pick it up on the camera. If you can see, keep my finger in front of the screen, that different trickle of the water, different colour, looks a bit more smooth. That is where there is a massive sandbank. So you can see I've got the groin tower in my way, but I'm going to try just cast off diagonally in front of it to about there and fish on that a bit closer in. So this is me all set up in the first cast. I have no idea how the conditions will be like today. So last time I was here about 4 weeks ago, the May rot was in full bloom and the line was getting absolutely gunked up with a snot, and yeah, you're getting dragged round, but I did still manage a couple of fish. I had a ray and a couple of smooth-hound, which weren't too sad. I was struggling a bit because I had my naughty little doggy with me, but yeah, I'll have a little break, get all my bait put away, and I'll show it to you now. This is a fold down dog paddling pool. I'm intending to fill it up with a few buckets, then that should give you the time to have a proper look at the smooth-hounds or any fish that we catch if we're intending to release it while it can breathe. Best fish care I can possibly provide. Got a pool set up. Yeah, probably got about 60, maybe 70 litres in here already. Still a little way to go if we wanted to, but that should be enough for anything to just breathe in while we're getting them off the hook and giving them a little measure and a film. Not really seeing any action on the rod tips, but they've been out there probably about 35 minutes now. So I'm going to pull them in and see if anything's happened. No takers on this one. We'll change the baits and get it back out there. There we go. I've actually stuck with the same bait from the first cast. Somehow the squid head had hooked himself onto the top hook on a reel in, so I'll go with it. Now I've just put a nice big ragworm on this hook, and I've switched the rods over. I'm going to fish this one on the left hand side now, and when we pull the other one in, I'll switch up to a crab and I'll fish that on the right nearer the sandbank. Anyway, let's get this one out there. I think we might be getting a customer on that left-hand rod. There we go. I reckon that's fish on. I'm over the moon, guys. I don't know if you saw that reeling. Don't know if I had a good camera angle. I've got my very first stingray down there. I am absolutely gassed about that. That's a stingray. Oh my good God. I've wanted to catch one of these for so long. And I can't lie, now that it's here, I'm a little bit scared. Oh, wowza. It's not the biggest stingray. And I'm not sure if he's got his stinger. We'll have a look for that in a minute. I think he does. I think that is that barb on the top there. Wow, let's get him to the pool and very carefully try to get him dehooked. Yeah, I'm a bit worried. I am all on my own. The people I spotted from Folkestone have not walked far enough along to join me. Simon is on his way, but if this thing stings me, I'm going to be in trouble. Anyway guys, let me get it to the pool and I'll bring you back. Here we go. One stingray in my paddling pool. He's still on the hook for the moment. So yeah, I've got to very carefully try and get him off without getting myself hurt. I guess I'll get the tripod on the go. I'll just look through my tackle box. I don't have my scales. Which is a great shame, so going to have to estimate the weight. I'm not sure it's particularly or above the double figure mark. I think it might be a bit below that. I think estimating between 5 and 7 pound. Right, it's time to release this beautiful fish to grow bigger and hopefully catch him one day in the future. I'll be honest, I don't know how to sex stingray. I do not know if this is a him or a her. I shall endeavour to look it up when I get home. But yeah, let's try and get it back to the water safely. Here we go, I used the pool to get him back to the water. I think he's just catching his breath. Now he's turning the right way. You can just about still see him, but he seems to be heading off. What an absolute treat that was. Oh, I'm so happy about that. I emptied my pool. That was about 15 buckets worth. But yeah, they're not easy things to hold. I got a towel round the stinger on the tail and tried to pick up the body. I couldn't get a grip on him. So yeah, I flipped him into my pool here and dragged him down that way to make sure he didn't get hurt and to get him back quickly. I'm over the moon. A couple of years I've been trying to get one of them, and I've finally done it. I'd like to say thank you to my friend John. He gave me the ragworm the other day, and indeed that was just cool on my shorter rod, on my 13-foot rod, on the 2-hook flapper. He had a nice big ragworm on there, and yeah, he managed to find the stingray. Anyway guys, I'm going to need to change the rig because I cut the hook off, and we'll get back fishing. going loose and heavy, but hopefully something on the end. Bit of seaweed. There's also an okay sized smooth-hound there.
Maybe a bit more than okay size.
Here we go, look at that for a fish. That is double figures. I'd say I'm going for about £11 on this one. Shame I forgot my scales, but I'm having fun anyway. That's a lovely fish, nice starry one. Bit of fight in him still. Yeah, look at them starry dots. Gorgeous eyes on them, and that plate crusher mouth. He swallowed that crab right down. Let's get it off the hook in the pool. Well, we'll get him in the pool and get him off the hook. Or not, haven't had a chance to refill it yet. Take a measurement on this one. Nice fat and chunky fish. Let's see how long you are. Alright, that's a 94 centimetre fish. Let's get it off the hook and get it back in the sea. There you go, bring it with me. Support under the fish, if you'll let me. There we go. Go on mate, a bit further. Bit tired, give him a bit of a prompt. Come on fish. Next wave hopefully. Struggling a bit, fighting. Okay, darling, off you go. There we go, we got it that time. Oh. Happy days, we've not even had darkness full yet. Right, let me get a bait back in the water and carry on fishing. Right, out of breath now. Got the pool filled back up. And we've got both rods fishing. Just a waiting game now. I'm going to have myself a little sit down in my tent, but unfortunately that looks like more rain coming in. So I'm just going to do a little bit of prep work, get everything under cover that I need under cover. But yeah, second cast on each rod, one with a stinger, one with a double figure smooth-hound. I'll take that any day of the week. Short rod going off first again. Got the drag set looser this time, so I'll let the bite develop for a second. That line's swinging around to the left. I'm not sure he's going to take line out, I think he's just going to swim across. Definitely looking a bit moody over that way. But I don't care as long as the fish keep biting. I reckon we'll get it in anyway. just using worms and squid on this one, so, well, this cast is just worms, mix of lug and rag. I'm pretty sure we're a fish on. Not so sure now. There was a fish. We've got a little schooly bass there, guys. Get a light on for you. Here we go, nice little schooly bass. It's definitely too small, so I'm going to release him. Might give him a second to recover in the pool. But yeah, we'll get him back pretty quick. There we go, won't even bother measuring him. Straight in the pool, let him recover. Now fish him back out in about 2-3 minutes and we'll let him go. The rain's pretty savage now. That moody weather moved in, but it's not going to stop me. Right, I can't say that I've seen a bite, but I'm going to get the crab rod in. I'm sure if we're going to get a fish on this, but either way it's time to freshen up the bait. Nothing on this reeling, get a new crab on and go again. Here we go, got a new crab laden up. Now this is what I call a tinny. He's neither hard nor soft, he's somewhere in between. Got a bit of squidge to him. That means he's peeled and he's not got hard properly yet. So I've taken off one of the claws, busted the other one so we can't pick at the line. Got bottom hook coming out there. And we've got the top of the pennel just poking out the side. So we've removed one of his limbs. We've gone through that leg socket with that bottom hook. And yeah, the top one's just about nicked into him. Let's get him out there and hope for a hound. I'm being taken. Look at that go, that's a big run. Let's chuck the camera to Simon who's found up. Took a lot of line. Luckily he's gone to the left away from the groin. Like we've got straight into the pool. There you go, fish. Oh, I'm definitely having fun tonight, guys. Alright, let's get that hook out before he drags the hook into the pool. Look at that, another lovely story. Hear the noise it's making. Stop now. Right, we'll get him in the pool. We'll get the measure out. Happy days. We'll let it recover in there, build up its strength again after that fight. The last one I got it back quickly without using the pool. He struggled in his hair. I think they do slightly better when you give them a minute here. Right, we'll get the measure up, then we'll get some pictures. There we go. See how that one's a bit stronger when we put it back in the guard. That's due to having a few minutes in the pool. Here we go, so that last Smooth-hound was caught on a black lug. So on the top hook I've got a black lug, and on the bottom hook I've got a black lug topped with a squid head. See which one gets taken first. Feel them head shakes. Right now. Slowly getting up. If I land this Smooth-hound, the lug will be out fishing the crab on the Smooth-hound. Oh, it's not a hound, it's an eel. Oh yeah. Well, another species, no? Definitely not my favourite fish. So here we go. He's making his own way back, luckily. I think that might actually be a silver eel, not a conger eel. Either way, we'll never know, because off he goes. Oh yeah, wasn't expecting that. Would have preferred a Smooth-hound, but yeah. Gave me a good fight. He definitely felt heavier than he was. Let's try again. Right guys, I didn't have another cast. That wind was just a bit too much for us. It swung right round pretty much into our faces. The sea went absolutely mental, and yeah, didn't really seem very fishy in it. All 4 rods of ours came back blank, so we called it a night. I'm absolutely over the moon with my first Stingray. Had a couple nice double figure hounds and a little bass and a little eel, so all in all I called that a good night's fishing. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.